Hello there, welcome to the new Crusader King series. My name is Nerbax, and I was considering playing an Eastern Count and making the game interesting that way, but I'm so rusty that I couldn't make it work. My apologies. So, with the new expansion being the Struggle for Iberia, I have decided to play an Iberian character and try the new Iberian mechanics, see if they're any fun. And with that, we have been given 5 options here: one easy, 3 mediums, and one hard, which I think could be fun. Guifre the Hairy. He's Catalan, follows Catholicism. Other than that, we have another account here, which is basically much of the same. We have Clan, which could also be interesting, playing a Clan character. It could definitely be interesting. But I think we're gonna give the Hairy a go here. And in terms of IMO mode, most of the things are set to normal. We have limited exclaves. We have extreme stability. Nah, the full stability. This must be an old set I've used. I'm going to keep this as faster, which allows, a lot more fun with cultures. And in general, most of the things are, I believe, a bit uncertain what the... I should probably reset to default, but these are the settings I've decided to play with. We're going to give Guifre the Hairy a go here and see how this pans out for us. Okay, so we have just entered the game here. We are a 27-year-old with a martial of 20. We are very skilled in martial matters, decent prowess too. We're shrewd, we're quick, and we have a rough terrain expert, which will be good for Iberia. We're also part of the Iberian Struggle, interestingly enough. So we'll be looking into that a little bit later. For now though, let's first choose a lifestyle. Gonna go martial because we are martial, but also because we want Bellum Justum. So Casus Bellum has become a lot more, you know, beneficial to us. We're also gonna go with Chivalry Focus, so that we may get extra advantage in battles when you're small. It's important. Now, the question that I have to ask myself is, currently we're under the West Francian king. Are we allowed to, say, attack our liege? My claims? I could. Just have just a few more men though, so could potentially become a duke here. I could attack. The count here for my claims and just slowly take the counties that I have claims to. As you can see, we have claims to the entire dukedom of Gothia, as well as every county in it, including counties over here. This guy is just a count, so in theory we could make something work there, but he does have more men than us. We are, on the other hand, though, making a decent amount of money. We have a decent amount of levies, so it's not a completely bad start. Light footmen, some bowmen, very nice. And we should probably get married. So let's see if we can find someone who has inheritable traits. Start building into our dynasty. And see if we find someone who has the top trait, is basically what I'm looking for. Second could be good just to grow the members of our dynasty, but that's not really what... It looks like we won't have too much of a luck in getting, top level traits. We could go for robust. Is probably what we'll do actually, because health traits is very beneficial for several reasons. So we'll go with Elvira here, and we're gonna spend some piety on that. That is worth it. We have few knights, which means that we should probably try and get more. I'm in line to inherit titles. Second in line for a couple of counties here if we do some murdering. And declare wars, or well, a lot of people around us. Navarra currently does not actually have any alliances, so we could try and take a county of them in struggle clash, but what we're lacking is piety for that, so we're probably going to focus on... This guy's actually part of my dynasty, so declaring war on him might not be the best thing I might do here, but if we were to declare war on this man, the Chief... Is this a good play? It's a big question. It's too early to make it a good play. That's the problem. Taking a couple more counties to build our base will probably be beneficial. Again, it's my cousin. This guy is my cousin too. So even though we're going to be attacking family, it might be for the best to take a couple of the family estates, or sail over and fight this guy, but that would mean we'd have to land, which is going to be problematic. Can't really afford any mercenaries, not really. In general, I don't have anything we can focus on. We are getting closer to some, legacies though, so we'll have to see how we play with these. In terms of faith, we are looking good here. I was about to say basic communism, basic Catholicism. And the good thing here is that due to us being Catalan, we have this one, so we can enact high partition succession law. I believe we can do that now, but I'll have to test once I become a duke. So with that in mind, as you can see, 3 counties. We can hold 1 more for ourselves. So what we are going to do is, as I said, probably take 1 county away from our cousin, work from there. And we are currently missing 1 knight. Nice that we do have isn't, the best. So with that in mind, let's have a look at the council. Organized army. Better we have assign Lewis instead, and I think we are going to do that because he's more efficient at it. Let's work with domestic affairs because I don't think we focus too much on anything else. Master is a friend of mine, which is good. We have a better steward. Not really, so we can allow the mayor to keep his job. Well, allow time to pass a little bit here. The Iberian Struggle. The Iberian Peninsula is in turmoil. A conflict born of its storied past. Outsiders covet the land and the great Muslim and Christian powers seek to sway its people. Those who live and die on its soil will ultimately determine its fate. I will not let slip my vision for my homeland. By God, House of Barcelona will weather the storm and see my wish fulfilled. I'm one of the involved participants in the Iberian Struggle. The region is currently in a phase of opportunity. The actions of those of the other participants will determine the future phases of the struggle and its ending. Okay, so I'll have to see how this goes down the line. Currently, we can't really, participate. So it will be interesting to see how this plays out in the long run, I guess. With my marriage of Countess Elvira, the realm expects us to throw a suitably extravagant celebration. So I could gain prestige, or I could get money. We'll take money right now because it's worth it. Blunder assaults and claim. Okay, so I have now gained a claim in Navarran Kingdom. Then again, Navarre is allied with Asturias, so we won't mess with them for the time being. We could try and mess with an Al-Andalus, but again, they have a lot more land than us, and Struggle Clash is currently our only real option for expansion. So we are going to be attacking our cousin here. Going to be doing a... Let's see, which one of these would make more money? This one, for sure. Girona, I guess. Rosello. Yeah, we're gonna go for Girona. The better city of the two. It has no allies, so we're going to go for Girona and just take that right away. Sadly, our limit is still just 4, so we'll have to consider getting a dukedom after that. But we could maybe, if we're lucky, put ourselves in a position to beat our duke, because we are, again, pretty decent commander, all things considered. Although this battle isn't going very great for us, all things considered. My injured brother. Send for a physician, nothing that can be done. Let's see what we can get here. Late at night I hear strange sounds coming from a room down the hall. Upon peeking around the door, I can see my brother naked, bound, and being beaten with a wooden rod by a servant, who appears to be dressed in some my old clothes. If that weren't strange enough, he seems to be loving it. Yes, punish me. Jesus, I've been a naughty little brother. I could become a deviant. I could blackmail him. Let's do that. Get some blackmail material. Could hire... Okay, we're not hiring either of these. Both of them failed to impress me, indeed. Rather than that, we can go here. Okay, so I'm a marshal on my liege's... you know, council. Actually, it's beneficial to me. I didn't realize it was that good. I was going to do something. I completely forgot. What court physician? Do we have someone who currently would be able to take the job? The bishop would be a poor addition, but I think it's better than not having one. It's going to cost a little bit of money. That's fine. Now with 300 men, they shouldn't actually be able to siege anything, so just going to allow this siege to actually become a novice position right away, which is good. Just going to allow the siege to run its course, and if there's any battles, I'll let you know. Siege in Girona is about to finish. They actually started laying siege up here, so we're going to go and deal with that. That should probably be the end of the war. Gained a bit of opinion there thanks to my Chancellor. Very good. Hear how this battle goes. We have a huge advantage this time. So it should hopefully result in victory. Yes. Did lose some men, but that's fine. I've taken this county to be able to get more men once they recover. Rona itself has zero control though, which of course does hurt their levies quite a bit. So we might want to allow our marshal here to help increase control, so we can get a bit more troops in. And big question is, are we going to keep Urgel as our main castle? It's a big question, because if so, we could put in a say a barracks here for more troops to help us out, or we could upgrade Girona, say farms and fields. It's a 3 slaughter, it's a 4 slaughter, Barcelona is a 5 slaughter, so probably want to make Barcelona a capital future. So for now, I think we'll save money and rather use them if need be. Nope, said that again, smuggling ring. That's not good. Kind of sad. But yeah, I think we're gonna be just playing it safe. Save the money up, and that way we'll have something to fall back on if things go bad. We'll have to see how we also want to do with other, because we do need a duke title unless we want to start getting penalties. So we'll have to consider. We'll have to see. We have a perk available. Let's get Bellum Justum for future's sake. And honestly, what else do we want here? If we can get good enough perks, might be able to again cause some problems for our liege. So for the time being, we're just gonna allow time to pass. We'll have to see if maybe we can say could start a claimant faction. We could murder him, try and murder him. In the event of murdering him, it would go to this man, who is, I believe, way shittier everything really. So we might get in trouble for this. Okay, I gained. I forgot to check my perks. I'm vengeful, I'm ambitious, and just as well as patient. That's an interesting combination of perks, my boy. But yeah, we're gonna try and assassinate our liege. So we'll allow time to pass. I was about to say, but we got an event. Nightly practice. The clanging of mail and the clashing of swords rings in my ears as my knights practice their arms. I study them intently, trying to ascertain each one's particular strengths and weaknesses. There can be little rest for them, but as soon as the bell is rung to signal the end of the mock melee, the stable door opens. It's time to bring out the mounts. We're going field riding. bring me my armor. Let's try and go field riding, see how this event chain goes. Hilltop view could serve as the outline of the enemy army, it says. And for my knights as I inspect the battle line, preparing them for the strategy at hand. Cut diagonally and lead the knights into the flanks, or could become an aggressive attacker. Which could be nice, let's be honest, but for now we'll take the extra martial lifestyle perk. Position strike. Storm of whoos around me, the shouts of mounted warriors, their unyielding momentum. Riding at the head, is as if I am the head of a force of nature. This, however, is a force I direct, that responds to my every little order, and I command as if it was an extension of myself. Charging into the flanks of an imaginary army, my knights never straying from my plan, I know that this is how I bring utter devastation to my enemy. We got a free perk, which is good. Now, we don't have any siege weapons, so this is kind of useless right now. Living up the land, also kind of useless right now. We can't really raid, I believe. Both of these could be, nice to have, really. But I think we are going to see. Overseer is basically, control. I want to go down this line. Ship. Something, light effectiveness plus 75%. That's the one we want. Yeah, we're gonna go down to Household Guard. And that'll allow us to definitely beat our liege. So, be back in a second. My wife has become pregnant, which is one thing that just happened. Feeling well for 15 gold, okay. Sure, he deserves a gift. So, Duke Bernard is currently not feeling well. His health is poor. Could potentially, lead to stand. But what we are going to do is gamble on our cousin and rival, Spymaster. We're going to be paying 137 gold, which is a lot. We are going to invite him to the scheme. And again, with his death, I'm gambling on that being enough to, cause him some pain. Sadly, we have been exposed though, so which cuts the chances by a lot. But we'll still gamble on this. We'll see how it goes. Heir has been born. It's a daughter, and she inherited Hail, which is good. So, so far, all good. Our assassination is ready, a meal to die for. Agents have prepared for weeks. The cook's been bribed to look the other way. Poison has been acquired. The duck was gifted to Duke Bernard alone. Rub with the poison, and the bed of herbs will mask the spell as it is served. Deadly bitterness will be the last thing my target even tasted. So, let's go for it. 57%, 28% chance of being caught. It will seem we succeeded. That bird became the last thing Bernard ever ate. Better in his death throes, a bone got stuck, and now it's unclear exactly what killed him. Must have been something he ate, yes. So with this, it's now a 0-year-old in charge of Barcelona. And of course we are going to take advantage, but as you can see, sadly, the dukedom has been made to Duchy of Barcelona, which means that I can't actually claim everything. Which is kind of sad. I lost my opportunity to gain a lot of land for free, if you will. So it's probably a bad idea then to murder the man, but we're gonna take advantage of this. We're gonna go with again, doesn't really work. We're gonna go with the Duchy of Barcelona, which will give us a vassal in the count that we have now bribed and stolen land from, our cousin. But yeah, we will declare this war for the Duchy of Barcelona. And we will race all here. And because of, the inheritance, their army will be weaker. It's the hope. But it seems like they have chosen a good place to fight. Defending in mountains, high quality. Let's just go for the siege. That way they will most likely have to come to us, as we will finish our siege first. Then we can get the defending, defensive benefits. Chivalric dominance, knight effectiveness plus 75%. Let's go. Things are going very well. There we go. First siege complete. Let's go and get rid of that army. King Charles is being attacked by Count Thibault. Okay. Actually, it looks like we could have some problems in this battle, to be fair. A wounded and disillusioned mercenary group has arrived at the county of Sedana. The locals claim to have overheard talk of settling down after pillaging an easy target and have begun to grow anxious. Could offer them a position at the city garrison. Mercenary acquaintances. Things are cheaper. Raid speed would be nice if we could raid. I don't even know if we can. And I don't have a good way of checking, but since we're feudal and we're Catholic, I assume not. I could try and make them leave, which could lead to them looting my city. Or, you know, listen to local. We could try and force them out of the city, which would potentially, you know, be beneficial to us. It would gain a lot of things, so let's just force them out of the city for now. It's perfectly okay to do so. We need a new spy master. My brother, knight, and friend. Let's put him in charge of the spy mastery then. So, let's continue the war. We'll siege down Rossello, and if we can get that done quick enough, we'll also have a defensive position that they'll have to go through. Basically get to our lands. A councillor died. Okay. It's sad. Seer is a trained healer. I guessed. Do I want to... don't have the money to recruit him. Recruit him as a healer was what I was thinking, but honestly, we don't really have the money right now. There's also a potential enemy army here from the Duchy of Aquitaine, so let's not test the waters there. Get this siege done, then we'll go deal with the army. Tyranny of King Charles. Might actually be enough, almost enough. Let's go and deal with that army, and that we should mean that we have won the war. Well, I do have claims to other counties up here, so I'll have to see if we can make that work. Yep, everything's been won. Captured a mayor though. Let us ransom him. We end the war. Money's always good. Shall then enforce demands, and we're now Duke of Barcelona. Now we do have a county too many, so I'm thinking that we give this one to my brother, spy master, and friend maybe. That should work. Give him that county, and that way we'll have 4 counties lumped together that we can work out of. We're gonna also move our marshal to Barcelona. So this will probably start, you know. Now switch. Yeah. So we'll probably end up starting to develop Barcelona a bit. See if we can get some money out of it. We now have a royal court. Well, this is not our royal court. This is our liege royal court. Petition liege. Pay homage. Choose homage gifts. Okay. I haven't actually done this as a vassal before. Let's have a look at what we can choose as homage gifts. Demonstrate submission. Give gold. Let's not do that yet. Petition on liege. Grant council seat. Enforce peace. Send bailiffs. By borders. Petition him to increase capital development. Okay, that's an interesting one. I guess we will not petition the liege for now. We don't really have a good good reason to do so. We also don't really care too much about our liege's language at this point. So disband the soldiers, it'll take them a month to go back home. Now, I don't actually have any claims here, so I can just straight up declare war. How are we looking in terms of claims? Is it for... Okay, so it's for the 3 islands over here. But honestly, we might start to consider, you know, consider making something out of. It's going to be 3 wars, but Could potentially start moving into those lands. I don't have a Casus Belli here. Request a claim. Pope will not accept, as you can see. I have simple traits, which is usually what causes some problems, but I could potentially gain a claim here if we make the Pope like me a bit more. So, could try and befriend. Sway first, maybe. And let's try and sway. Also take an opportunity here to use the sadly, I don't think I can target the Pope himself like you can in CK2. Which is a bit of a concern. But we have had a good start here. We're going to end the first episode here. We're gonna have a look around, figure out how the game works, and yeah, I feel like getting Barcelona. It's a shame that we couldn't get Languedoc too, but we might be able to snatch that later. We'll also see if we can do some moves against Navarra maybe. But they do have, Asturias to back them up, things like that. So probably will take these three islands. We'll have to also do something about the inheritance. Can I change the law? Let's see, due to Barcelona. Add law. Could try and make a Scandinavian elective. You don't have the required tradition. Yes, so let's see. Can I make it high succession? There we go. Change to high petition. Okay, so I need these guys to have positive opinions, and I also need to up the crown authority to limited. So gonna have to wait a bit longer before we can make that a thing. Yeah, thank you for watching this first episode. I hope you enjoyed. Due to me struggling earlier, the Formula 1 episodes got uploaded a bit earlier than they were intended to. I'm sorry about that. I'm also going to be doing either a U4 or another Crusader Kings playthrough at the same time, so I get myself a bit back into the games. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.